The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, is an inspirational hour that'll take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. Get ready to be transformed from Dr. Jenn's live guided healing meditations and intuitive readings, and unveil the power of connecting to spirit, the angels, and your higher self. Dr. Jenn is passionate about helping you find the answers you're looking for through an inward journey that'll strengthen your connection to spirit and help you trust your intuition. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jenn Royster.
Hello everyone, welcome to the show. We are live streaming at my website, jennroyster.com, JENNROYSTER.com, and on my YouTube channel. You can check that out. We have the live chat open over there, and that's at my channel, Jenn Royster. You can look it up that way. So I want to welcome everyone to the show. We have a really cool show today. It's loaded with a lot of powerful energy. Clearing energy, healing energy, really good stuff. If you are on the live chat in YouTube or on my website, please, you can put your questions in there. We will answer your questions and we will get to as many as we can. I have an email bag and a couple of emails that I want to share with you. And what is our topic today? It's about Archangel Metatron. I want to tell you a little bit about this incredible angel, how this angel can help you, about the Merkabah and what is that, and the Metatron cube and how powerful it is in energy healing. So let me go over to the chat and say hello. It looks like we have, oh, hello, Shadana. Good morning to you too. It's great to see you. We haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you and hope you're doing well. She's right here in Virginia Beach with me, although we have never met face to face, and I think that might be a good idea, don't you think, soon? Anyway, I've known her for a little while and she's been a follower of the show for a while, and I just want to say thank you for supporting the show. We're growing. Our YouTube channel is growing. We are growing in a lot of different ways. We're growing in many ways, but what I'm excited about today is it's a very metaphysical topic, guys. If you're brand new to the show, it's all about metaphysics. It's all about spirituality. It's all about positive energy, energy healing. I very much work with angels on a daily basis in my own personal life, and I share my experiences and what I receive from them with you. That's up to you if that resonates with you or not. Ultimately, you want to find your own unique way of connection. I'm all about helping other people and support them in their own connection to the spirit world, guides, angels, your higher self, because that's where you will find the answers that are true for you. Your soul came here with a reason. It's not a thing to stress about, like, what's my purpose? I can't figure it out. Your soul knows the way. You just have to tap into it. You have to allow it to lead. And that comes from choices in the heart. So that's something that we've talked about before, but in general, we work with angels on every show here because why not? They always bring a positive perspective. They support us. They don't tell us what to do. They don't interfere unless we ask. They really don't interfere. They answer when we ask. They're not going to try to control you. Anything trying to control you, I wouldn't think that would be something to listen to. So keep that in mind. So here we go. Who is this angel? Who is Archangel Metatron? Okay, first of all, this is a perfect angel to work with right now. We have had in this month of August some very powerful energy flowing in. We've had the solar eclipse with the lunar eclipse. We've had 5 retrogrades in August. A lot of energy to catapult us into a new frequency of living, to move forward with Earth, to live in a higher, more positive way. It means that for some of us, we're going through a little bit. It might be purging from deep within us lower frequency things, whether it's a belief, an emotion, a way of life, whatever it might be, that we know is not supporting us to live a better life. It is holding us back. What this energy has been doing, and I have been talking about that over the last several shows, so you can go back and listen to some of that for that detail, is it is bringing to the surface what we need to release, clear, heal. This is perfect timing for Metatron to come in and help you out. When it's time to superpower clean your chakras, your energy field, Metatron can help. That Metatron cube of his. We're going to do that in the show today. And it's being recorded, so anybody listening on archive, it will work then just as well. That's what I love about when we record it, because it's there for you when it's your timing. People will discover shows from 2 or 3 years ago that helped them then. They weren't ready maybe 3 years ago, or that was not where they were. Synchronicities happen like that all the time, and I love that. So it's out there, and you'll find it if you're ready for it. So what does he do? Okay. He is known as one of the only, now this is different writings, and when you study the angels and different texts, there's some that say one thing, some that say another. He is known to be one of the only 2 angels that lived as a human first. That's very unusual to hear. In most things, it's like, no, you're either an angel or you are a human. In some writings and texts, he is one of the 2 that lived a human life before becoming an archangel. He was known as Enoch, which was a scribe. He wrote. So he lived such an amazing life in a nutshell quickly, and you can do your own homework on this and really dig in deep. In a nutshell, he lived such an amazing life, and he was just really tapping into things that were above and beyond, that God brought him to heaven to be an angel to continue his work forever, I guess. And that's how it's written. That's kind of my summary of what I'm talking about, because it's a lot to read. And, on a time restraint here, that's what I'm doing. He is still a scribe. He records in the Book of Life. What is the Book of Life? That's the Akashic Records. He records everything. He records everything, yes. Yeah, so, everybody has an Akashic Records. He's known to be related to the soul star, which is what? The 8th chakra, the way I know it. I've got an entire course that we've done out there on that one, because that goes deep into that. But he is associated with the 8th chakra because the Akashic Records, it's a gateway to the Akashic Records. We all have our Akashic Records. It's like your Book of Life, okay? And this is one of the things that, it's like, is that what's reviewed? When we go, well, you don't have to wait to transition to the afterlife to review that. You can do it here. You can actually, make choices on what's recorded in your Book of Life. I know. We're living spiritually now in the physical grounded. So he also is known for that cube. That cube is also like the tree of life. If you look at sacred geometry, you'll see these particular symbols. It has 13 like circles that connect, and it's like everything is all is one, one is all. We are connected to all is, all of that. Everything is the one. But it is also the creation, God's design. It's kind of cool like that. But this cube, when you meditate or you work to clear your chakras and you work with Metatron to clear your energy with the cube, wow, it's powerful. The Merkabah is something that's also associated with him. That is really, you'll see that in some different texts, old texts, but it is a chariot. It means chariot. It's a vehicle. And it's written that the Merkabah is used by ascended masters or just the vehicle to, it's like an elevator. It takes you from one dimension to the next. It's like your vehicle, your light body, your vehicle. Ascension is associated with a light body and a vehicle. So see, we've been working on all of this ascension, this spiritual awakening. We're looking to clear, we're looking to lift our frequency. And it's not just to take this elevator because you're dying. This is to live in a higher frequency or a dimension now, right now. Fifth dimension exists right here, right now. You can choose to live in it. And you can really tell the difference when you go back and forth. And you can do that. Like ascended masters, for example, they're very high dimension, but they can go whatever dimension you are resonating with. You can be at that one, like say you're 10. You can go 10 and all the way down to 1. Right now, the physical world, you're familiar with a third dimension. Fourth dimension has been a very transitional dimension. You know, you feel like, wait, all the shifting and changing. Fifth dimension is you're past all that. You've let all that third dimension go. You are living in completely different reality. You have different things that are attracted to you now. You have different things you attract in because you're putting out a new frequency, things like that. You can, because you're fifth, visit third, and you can go back and forth. A lot of times when you realize, oh, I don't want to go back there, and you know, I've done it recently, it's like, oh yeah, it's visiting. I'm glad I don't live in this one anymore, kind of a thing. You're ready to go back. And it's all about your energetic frequency. So in order to keep your frequency raised, we have chakras. They are energy transformers within our body system. They can get to where they need to tune up. And we do chakra clearings, we do energy, we do healing, we do Reiki. But with this particular one, with Metatron, it's quite unique. A few years ago, and I won't name names just for privacy, but we had some friends over, and we're all spiritual, and we decided to do this meditation with Metatron and the cube and the Merkabah and everything, you know. And whoa, that entire living room felt like it was spinning. It was unbelievable. My animals, my dog and my cat, were stopping, and they knew what was going on. They could feel it. It was very, very powerful doing it as a group. It was like the most amazing adventure, experience, journey I've ever felt. And I've done this cube several times. I do it for myself, and it can feel stronger when you do it. It is not to frighten you. And I want to give you a heads up because I wanted to give you a little bit about what you may or may not experience that doesn't alarm you, because you may feel, oh, wait a minute, what was that? You know, why does it feel like things are moving? Because that cube has a movement to it. And when it comes through, we bring it through the crown chakra, and it has a spin, but there's 2 different spins to the Merkabah. One goes one way, one goes the other. So it is ringing, twisting everything out and bringing in new. It's almost simultaneously taking out the old, bringing in the new is the way it feels to me. And it's just like the most super duper extra power cleanse is the way it feels energetically. I want you to be aware that if you do a powerful cleanse like this, that you want to give yourself and honor yourself and honor your time. Because if it's new to you, or if it feels pretty strong and a lot of things you feel cleared or left, you might have some emotions that just keep pouring. Never hold those emotions back. Give yourself some space where you can release your emotions safely without harming another, whatever they might be. I mean, sometimes you're just crying, and that, you know, crying is a fantastic mechanism that the physical body uses to release energy. So don't hold that back. You might need a little space for that. This does not happen to everybody. If you've been pretty on top of keeping your stuff cleared and it's just minimal, you won't feel as much. But if it's big, and you're really letting a lot go at once, it could feel more like that. We all go through different things. Even if you have a regular practice, sometimes we go through different things that are a little bit bigger than other things. So it can vary when you do this type of clearing. Now, like I said, let me give you a little bit more about him. Now, he is associated with Akashic Records, like I said. He is a way to help you connect with that soul star chakra, which is your 8th chakra. Your 8th chakra is just above your head. Okay, not right here. 7th is here. That's going into the spiritual things. It's also been described of him that he oversees all the angels. I don't see that in every writing on him, but I have seen that before. So I'm just sharing what I have learned about him. The way I have personally experienced him is it's very light, it's very bright, it's very energetically charged, it's very, it's like a contrast between really, really dark and really, really light. I mean, there's such a contrast of light. It's like, whoa, you know. And no, I'm not trying to describe God. I'm trying to describe this particular angel. It is a very, very powerful, whoa, you know, the presence in the room. It can come as flashes. Everybody has a different way they pick up on the angels. And it's actually been kind of quiet, and I haven't heard from him in a while. And then this entire week, I've been very preoccupied with this angel. And I knew that was because I needed to work with this angel personally and also share this with you. And it is when I realized, wow, with everything with the eclipse, this is a perfect timing to go into this with him. Because, wow, he's also known as the Angel of Life. That's the Akashic Records, the Angel of Life. And he's also known to have this link between heaven and earth. He's also known, and both the angels that, also Sandalphon, which was Elijah before, they understand what it's like to live as a human. So there's an aspect of them that gets it, what it's like for us here. That's the way it can be. But it's always felt very light, very non-threatening with this angel. I usually have quite a bit of emotions that just flow, and I get like a vibrational pull. I'll feel vibrations all around me. I feel movement, like I'm spinning sometimes with this angel. So it's a really incredible angel to work with. So I want to say hello. I say we got a couple more people that have showed up in YouTube chat. Hello guys to Majestic Creator. Ooh, cool name. Hello to you, and hello to Relaxing Meditations. Yay, and thank you. We look forward to seeing you every week. She says, well, thank you. I look forward to seeing you guys too. And it's great to have you guys there. And remember, if you have any questions about this, please write them in the chat. We just have YouTube chat open today, so keep that in mind if you are trying to find it everywhere else. And that's also embedded on my website if you're there. So let me keep going. What were some other things about this angel that I wanted to tell you? Okay. And we are going to do this meditation with them today. And we're going to record it. And we're using energy and we're using technology. So there you go. So we have backup cameras going. Oh yeah, of course. Backup cameras going. And just in case, so you never know how that's going to go. So when you're working with Metatron, you want to think what has been coming up, and especially now, what has been coming up in your life in the last, let's say, 3 to 4 weeks, last 3 to 4 weeks. A little bit of July into August to, you know, we're around those eclipse times, around that new moon, around that full moon thing. What's been coming up that's very obvious to you? And last week when we did the show, Break the Chains That Bind, what was your thought on that? What was that first thought? This one is perfect for Metatron because you want to have that intention of what cord you want to cut, what you want to detach from, how you can tap in and connect with your own light within you, and then you shine bright just like he's doing. Yes, so it's like he comes in with this incredible light that there's nothing else that can happen but push out all that lower frequency, and then you are filled with this amazing light. So when we use the cube, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, and if anybody really wants to do this now with the live, if you happen to be listening, you know, in the car, you're not going to want to do this while you drive or work with machinery. You want to stop and honor yourself to do it. So if you can't do it live, go back and grab the recording later, and you can do it when it's a better time for you. You can do this a few times if there's something really big going on in your life, and you can use this whenever you need to feel like it's a spring clean time. I need to really get the deep corners and under the rugs. What's hiding in there in my soul, in my energy? What do I got to do to raise this frequency? So, okay, the cube. Let's go back into the cube a little bit more, because the cube is multidimensional. What is it? It's a sacred geometry light form that's multidimensional that Metatron uses to clear your energy field. I know, just like, what? Yeah, it's a tool. It's a sacred geometry tool that Metatron uses. It holds detailed maps of creation. It holds the secrets to the universe. We're not trying to see all that. We're trying to allow Metatron to use this incredible tool to clear and align us, get us reconnected and back in tight with our soul. Beautiful thing. And so here we go. It's kind of the vessel, okay? Tied in with the Merkabah. Some people go, it is the Merkabah. It activates your Merkabah. Your Merkabah is your chariot, your vehicle, your light body vehicle. Once that's activated, then you can ascend, you see? So you might be seeing some of the things out there from different light workers and spiritual people out there. What are they talking about with this light body? This is the way I understand the light body. It is your vessel, your travel mode from one dimension to the next. In order to activate that light body, the Merkabah, you have to have those chakras in alignment where they're resonating at a higher frequency to lift you to the next level. So think of it as an elevator. If we're here at 3rd and we want to go to 5th, we have to clear the way so we can get there, or it won't go, okay? So things like that. This will heal your energy. It will cleanse your chakras. Talk about scrub them clean. Absolutely. Wow, I'm kind of excited about this. This is going to be interesting. We haven't done this in a while. I'm glad he made his presence known to me. He's also been written that way. You know how we don't receive help with angels. You hear that from me too. They ask you ask and then you receive. This one, and Raziel has done it too, I have to be honest, sometimes. And I believe that it comes with a general question, like if you're looking to work on something in your life and you don't really ask specifically, or you don't ask, they may make their presence known like, hey, I can help you with that. And once we realize, oh, okay, then you're going, yeah, I want to help. Yeah, I want that help. Then, okay, they don't just invade. So for some people, they have said that this one will just show up in your life. And Raziel and Metatron have done that, but it's really been more aligned with something that I was trying to achieve, and it was answering a question. So I think it's a little bit of a twofold answer as far as the way I understand that. Hello, we had a couple more people show up in YouTube. Great crowd showing up. Hello, Candace. And hello, I believe it's Luzo. What a cool name. Hello to you too. Now, what else? He's very high vibration. So do you ever, if he's in your presence, you may feel that you're vibrating. You may feel a movement like you're on machinery. Sometimes I do feel that when I do these types of meditations, I'll feel a vibration. When I was talking earlier, I'm grabbing my water. Guess what? I'm not doing any breaks today unless I really have to. I know. How cool is that, right? Because there's too much to do and I want to do this. So here we go. I gotta have a sip of water though. Okay, I don't need to take a break to have a sip of water, right? I better not do that. I'm not real good when I leave liquids around the electronics, so I'll put it way over there. Okay, we're going to work on raising our vibration, raising our frequency with this angel. We're going to listen and see if you can receive anything from Metatron specifically for you. Okay, so it will work that way. This is really, really cool. Now, before we do the meditation, which we are going to take our time to do, that's why we're taking time with this, because this one's kind of big. Okay, I did want to say a big thank you as we have people gathering. I did want to give it a chance for everybody to find us, because we're specifically just on YouTube right at this moment for the live. It'll be everywhere later. But I got 2 emails that were thank yous from last week, and that was one from Megan. She said, "Thank you, Dr. Jenn. I'm so grateful. You were able to answer my question from last week." If you guys missed last week, that was Archangel Michael messages, and it was about August energy. I've listened to your message twice now. I feel so much more confident moving into the future now. All my love, Megan from Vegas. So beautiful. And then Marilyn writes. Marilyn is missing you guys in the YouTube chat, by the way. She writes every week and wants to say hello to you all because she's working now, so she can't be in here live. So she sends a message, which is just beautiful. She's on my newsletter that comes out every week, so she's responding in that. That's how people are sending the email to me for the email bag. There's a newsletter you can sign up for if you want it. We send it out once a week, and you can find that on the website. She's saying, "Dear Dr. Jenn, thank you for the blessing answering my questions last Thursday. I watched and listened carefully. Thank you to the wonderful messages. Thank you also to all the angels that are always guiding us every day in ourselves. And yes, Archangel Metatron has guided me to my meditation." So she was ready for this one. She's saying, "Thank you. Have a wonderful blessing Thursday to all, and to you, Dr. Jenn. Miss you all. Namaste." So I did want to acknowledge those gratitude messages because those are just as important as the questions. So thank you for that. Now, let me go back. So we're working on this. Now we're going to work on this. Okay. We're back into the Metatron cube because I want you guys to understand what we're going to be doing here. I want to make sure that you can just be, if you need to, you'll be listening to me guide you, but when we go to do this, make sure, disturbances can interrupt, and then if that happens, that's okay. You can go back and catch archive and try again when you can be a little bit more by yourself undisturbed. Meditations are much more effective if you can, limit the disturbances. I'm not so extreme that I say leave your animals out of it. Sometimes, with the young children or, maybe when the baby's napping would be easier for you. But animals are very energetic, and they will come and they will be in that energy with you. So I just let them do it. Because when I had my friends over and we were doing this all together, both my animals jumped into this. They went into the circle with us. They've never done it like that before. So they pick up on that. They definitely pick up on that. So Metatron is very high vibration, so be prepared for that. Hang on, let me find where I was. Okay, now what about healing? What about healing physical stuff? When we heal our energy, we're going to be clearing and shifting the frequency that our cells vibrate to. Healing follows. It does mean that you take responsibility if you have something major going on physically. This is not to replace medical attention if you need it. This is to support it. Not support medical, but to support you as you're healing and whatever you're doing to heal your body. Because remember, the physical body is the last place. It's the last place that anything will manifest. Everything from energy moves down through the bodies to the physical. So that physical body really is just something to send messages to us to get our attention, like, hey, something's out of whack. If you go back to the energy and start there, let it filter through that way, you'll see what I mean. But this can take time. This is a process. So keep in mind, we're not trying to do a parlor trick here. We are truly working with a spiritual connection for those that want to do this. It's not for everybody. If this does not resonate with you, then don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be interruptive for the other people that want to. Let's just put it that way. This is for people that truly want to connect with this. Now we're using sacred geometry. If you look at the I call it tetrahedron. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it's that cube. If you look at the design of it, if you think in 3D, think of a pyramid. You know, it's 3D. It's got an inside, the bottom of the floor, the sides, and you have an upright, not just a triangle, but a pyramid. You have an upright pyramid, then you have one upside down interchanged with it. It's going to make it into a 6-pointed star that's dimensional, okay? It's dimensional, not flat, and it rotates. And here's the cool part about how this works. One will rotate counterclockwise, one will rotate clockwise simultaneously. And that's the part, to me, that feels like it is clearing and filling at the same time. Clearing what you need to go away, filling in with the good stuff at the same time. That's what it feels like to me. Other people will describe it differently. I'm sharing how it's felt to me. We will bring this in from the crown chakra, and we will let it come through very slowly into our bodies and just do what it does, okay? This is a time to not try to control. It's a time to trust your intuition if this is something you truly want. This is something that will clear, cleanse, heal, really give a super boost of love and divine light to your own energy field. And you will feel like you will feel lifted, okay? If the emotions come up, like I said, don't see that as what happened. Why do I feel like I just want to cry or feel sad? In order for the really dark stuff to come up, we do feel it, experiencing it as it crosses that threshold to leave. So right in that moment before it leaves, as it's coming up, it'll intensify, like happy, sad, whatever. You're observing. Keep that in mind. You are observing, okay? Once it leaves and the cord is cut, it's like a storm that went by, and it's a beautiful, calm day. You'll know it when you cut the cord because you can't even feel it anymore like that. It's like you had this huge storm inside you and it was rough, and now you don't even know how to resonate with that emotion anymore. Sometimes it can take a couple of times of doing this type of thing to clear it. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Now, I want everybody to start to settle in because I'm about to start it. All right. So I say, looks like we've got plenty here. Any questions in the chat before we start? Let me give that a second. Make sure I acknowledge any kind of questions you may have about this meditation or anything we're getting ready to do. Everybody good? I'll give that a second. I think there's a little bit of delay before I see it, so let me just give that a moment and another sip of water. I keep wanting to put that beside my computer, and that's not smart, is it? I know. I highly recommend, and I'm already feeling the thirst coming on. When you do this type of work, you do want to drink a lot of water to help flush out. It'll just keep the flushing and the cleansing happening. Because once it's activated, man, it just goes. So I do recommend after you do this meditation, whether it's now or later with archive, drink a good amount of water today, okay? Do we need to focus on anything? Yes, I think I did mention, I don't think you were here yet when I mentioned that. Yes, okay, let me remind everybody about that if you just joined us. What you want to do is focus on the intention or the problem. Look at the last 3 to 4 weeks with all the energy that's just been coming in and purging and digging stuff up for us. And this may be something that's troubling you. This may be something that you know is holding you back, that you know that you need to not be afraid of, but you just feel you're not even sure, you know, that kind of thing. Whatever comes to your mind when you hear the words, break the chains that bind, which we went over last week in the show, but that's the idea. The intention of what cord you want to cut and how you want to fill your life with a lighter, and you want to raise and you want to grow and move on. So we're looking at that. And everybody has their own that may be coming to their mind. Okay, I did see that question pop up. So anybody else? That's really the main thing. And if you've got, what is my intention here? What do I want to achieve out of this? That's letting Metatron know, okay, you want to cut this cord, I'm going to help you do it. Okay? This is crazy. This, like, Michael has that sword, right? We talked about that sword. This is a cube, but it's like it's a light, multidimensional, sacred geometry that he's going to use to come through. Okay, so I think we're good. So let's start this, okay? Because I want to make sure I have time. Almost 20 till. Gosh. All right, here we go. So we're going to get settled now. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. You want to connect, be present in your body. A couple of deep breaths, make sure you feel your belly go out. If you have to put your hands on your belly to expand it, then you know you're taking a deep breath. Not just up here where the shoulders go up. So a deep breath in, and then let it out slow. I know my shoulders go up, but my belly went out too. Okay, so take another deep breath and back out. And connect into your breath and focus on your breath. Focus and notice it, feel it. Close your eyes. Feel your breath coming into your body, filling your lungs. Visualize it in a color. A light white color is what I'm recommending right now because the energy of Metatron is very bright. It's also associated with the tourmaline crystal. It's like the watermelon one, the green and the purple. It's very cleansing, very spiritual, very healing. But you're just feeling it come in and out with a very slow breath where you're not lightheaded, you just can feel yourself relaxing into this. Okay? Make sure you feel your entire body. Feel it. Feel yourself inside. Feel yourself inside behind your eyes looking out. Feel it flowing down to your neck, shoulders, down your arms to your hands. Feel yourself connected and anchored into your body. We want to be present for this. Bringing it all the way down to your hips, knees, down to your feet, bottom of your feet. Now you're present. You're going to just breathe at a very comfortable pace. Okay, and now I'm going to bring you back up to the very top of your head at the crown. And remember your intention, what you want to clear out, what you want to receive. What is it that you want to ask Metatron to help you with? So we ask him to bring in this energy with his beautiful cube, his sacred geometry tool. And it will be spinning. And it's light and it's beautiful. It's spinning. top of your head, and it's starting to lower, and it brings itself down into your crown chakra, and it's going to start filling your body with this incredible light. It's going to light every recess, every dark aspect, everything that's hiding in the corners, that's resistant to leave. It's lighting it up, and you can see that it's not as scary as you thought. It's actually something you can release and you can move on. It's something that you can let go of now because it's not supporting you. And as this continues to spin, it is slowly descending down lower, and you should be feeling it right around your third eye, your sixth chakra, that's right between your eyebrows. This is going to clear all the debris, all the smoke screens, all the illusions that have really kept you in the dark about what's really true for you. Whoa. Yep. How about that one? Continue to breathe. And as this energy starts to reside within you over the next few days, insights will start to come to you that make sense to you, your unique situation, your aha moments. Let it spin. Now remember, it's spinning in both directions at the same time. Counterclockwise is spinning up and bringing it up. It's bringing up the debris and the density of the lower frequencies, power washing that beautiful chakra of yours. And then the other direction is pulling it out. So one goes in, scrubs, the other one's coming back out. And now it continues to go lower, and it's going down into your throat chakra. This is where we listen. This is where we hear. This is where we speak our truth. This is where we can feel a bit of an entrapment of, I can't. I don't know what they might think, that kind of thing. You're still breathing and relaxing into it. You're still breathing. You're still going slow, and you're just allowing this incredible cleansing to fill your entire being. Anything with ears, nose, throat, congestion, allergies, that's a symptom sometimes of fifth. Allow it to show you and clear out the cobwebs so you can see and make a choice for yourself. And now we will let it continue to ascend or descend down to your heart chakra. The heart chakra is where the emotions are held. The heart chakra is where we express, one of the most powerful chakras. It's where our soul and higher self makes the choices. And it's where we want to be making our choices from a heart-centered decision. Sometimes we can feel a tightness. We feel anxiety. We feel fluttering. We feel an ache. We feel sad. We feel heartbroken. We feel happiness. We feel it all in this one. It's kind of the transition between the physical and spiritual chakras. This one is a very important chakra. It's a very important powerhouse for your choices that you're going to be making into the near future. So as it clears this out, breathe into it and allow yourself to view opportunities and choices that your soul is aligned with. What is resonating for your soul? Ask to see clearly from your higher self perspective. What am I here for? What are the choices I have? What can I do differently that would improve things? Whatever it might be. But it means letting go. Don't be afraid to let go and really see the truth. See the truth about yourself. See the truth about a situation, an experience, a relationship, you name it. And as we continue, it's going into the third chakra. This is now the beginning of this anchored physical world that our spirit is residing in at the moment. Breathing, breathing, releasing. That third chakra is a control center for confidence. And who has the power? You or something outside of you? When we have fear of anything, it has power. This is where you take your power back. This is where, no, my higher self has got this, and I am empowered, and I do not have to worry about my choices, and I don't have to worry about the opinions of others. I don't have to people please. I don't have to do all that. I just need to be me. The real me. Not the polite, nice one that everybody thinks is who I am because it won't upset them. We're not trying to go out and upset the world. We're trying to allow the whole world to be in their truth. But when you spin into this one, connected right beside the heart, where you really want to make your choices, life is a completely different experience. You will learn to see perspectives of situations completely new. I never thought of it that way. I never looked at it that way. That makes sense now. Those kinds of things can come in. And as this lowers to your second chakra, your creative center, we are in a time now where we need to be creative. Everybody, not just artists and musicians or whatever like that. Everybody has a creative spark to find new solutions in their life. We are looking for new ways to approach situations, find solutions. This one, you want to wake this one up and keep it balanced too. Breathe in, breathe out, very slowly. You can feel this one low, right below your navel. And now we're going to the base of your spine, your root chakra. Now this one can kick and scream sometimes because this one is very much about your physical comfort and your security. This one probably will need some good cleaning. So allow this spin to do its thing. Metatron is with you. This is completely safe. Nothing can harm you here. It can only help you and free you. So allow that spin to continue into that very first chakra. And allow those fears of what ifs. What about the job? What am I going to do? Where am I going to live? What happened to my relationship? You know, all of those things. This one is also associated with addictions. If they're popping up, then you'll know it's a first chakra. And kind of things like that. If you feel like you're falling back into old patterns or tempted by them, first chakra. So allow that cleaning. Just allow it to bust it up and weaken its hold on you so you can be free. And as this entire I'm trying to hold on. I feel a little funny too. Yeah, things will move for me when I do that. If you feel that, make sure you're sitting or you're secured because you don't want to be worried about all that. You want to stay in it. And if you feel at peace and you just want to stay in this for a little longer, then by all means you stay in it. You just stay in here as long as you want. But when we start to come out, you could just hit pause, you know, and then hit play again when you're ready to come back out, because I do have to keep going. But remember, you want to just have a sigh of relief that all that baggage, all that weight, all that stuff that's been coming up in the last few weeks is going away, because you have empowered yourself by choosing to let it go. That's the only way it goes away, is when you choose to let it go. Okay, now, as it's spinning out, I've left it into that root chakra a little bit, because that's usually the muckiest one, because we are in a physical world. And I have to make sure that I keep mine straight too. And now we're going to spin it back up. We're going to come back up. We're allowing the cube to come back up. And as it comes back up and through, it's like a beautiful, bright light that is just spreading and glowing everywhere into every part of you, beyond you, expanding into the room you're in, car, wherever you might be. Just allow it to flow as big and as bright as it wants to, because that is that beautiful divine light coming in that's so healing, and it's replacing in every cell of your being, in your energy, where we released and removed all that lower muck. It's filling it with beautiful light. So allow it to do that as it lifts up, back up to your second chakra, still spinning. And as it comes up, it just keeps getting brighter and brighter, and you feel lighter and lighter. And it comes up to your third, and it comes up to your fourth. Now we're back up to the fifth in your throat. We're back up to sixth, top of your head, and it's coming up. It's going to continue to move up through chakras, even to your Akashic records in the 8th. And take a big, huge breath and just push it back out with a force. You like that? Cuts the cords. You're light, you're free. Remember, when we're done with this show, drink plenty of water and allow it to just keep flowing and clearing off. Sometimes there's a trickle. I've had many people tell me, just breathe normally, kind of settle. I've had a lot of people tell me that they will feel it releasing for days. Very normal if you're very new to this and there was a lot in there. Even if you're not new and there's a lot in there, it happens, right? It just happens. But if you at any time have a question about this, or you want to share your experiences with it next week with us on the show, let us know. We would love to hear how this was for you. Remember to thank Metatron and ask him. It's like, thank you. Thank you for working with me today. Thank you for bringing that powerful power washer in with you and just giving me a fresh start, because it's perfect timing with where we are. Remember, the end of August, we're moving to where all of that stuff was coming up, so we could move right into our new life, into living differently, seeing life differently, feeling differently about things, allowing things to fall away that need to fall away. It has been an incredible experience with that. If you have things that are going on for you that have been a little bit concerning, I don't want anybody to be in any kind of fear. And honestly, I would love some feedback from you, because we are developing something that will go much deeper than we can do this usually. We had a little gift here where we could kind of just really do this today. Had to keep it right here to do that, but most of the time on a show I can't go but so deep. And I'm getting a lot of requests where people are really just ready to have angels in their life on a regular basis and enjoy that connection and direct connection and that direct message receiving. And I am putting something out that I want to start in September that will go really into it. Just kind of a ongoing support. We'll have quite a bit going on. It'll be at my website. If that's something you guys are interested in, and what you want to learn about, please let me know. Give me insights and feedback on that. Out of all of the things that I've asked out there, this is one of the ones people want to hear about. And I want to give you that. I want to give you what you want to hear about. So let me go over to chat and see how everybody's doing over there. Let's see, we have... Candace says, you should see my dogs. I huffed my breath and they were very concerned. I am a little lightheaded. So you must not huff and puff very much, Candace, around your dogs, so they're not used to you. Dogs have a little bit of a warning bark. It probably sounded like that to them. It's kind of like a, oof. You know, that's what Emmy will do. And she just popped her head up because I just did it. That's cute and humorous. So a little bit lightheaded, stay there, be still. Let's see, from Shadana, I'm sneaking to listen from work. Oh, I miss talking to you. As always, this was exactly what I needed. Love you. We love you too, Shadana. Great to hear from you. She's sneaking it in from work. I love that. And then we have from Kelly, thank you, Jen. I always feel so lighthearted and lightheaded. After your show, thank you. You know, I told you, I had to kind of grab my table. It does that. It's very gentle, and at the same time, all of a sudden you realize, wait, something did happen. I feel a little different. Now we're in celebration mode, right? Let's see, we have Melissa. Hi, Jen. You're amazing. So happy Mercury is almost direct. You got that, girl. I'm with you. I know. I feel a lot of change coming up. I am looking to move in the next couple of months and it feels great. But what do the angels say? The angels are saying, if you're looking to move, now is a good timeline for you because it's supporting you. This is like a major mass exodus for all of us. So you know what, Melissa? I can't wait to hear how this goes for you because I don't think it's going to be as difficult as you think. It feels like it's going to go a lot smoother than expected. Yay, that was a cool message. Jody, thank you. Feeling so light, relaxing meditations. I could feel and see a strong light. Absolutely. If you are seeing that light and feeling that lightness, that is how Metatron feels to me. So that's what he always feels like. It just feels like the oppression is lifted from the inside out. That's what it can feel like to me, and I absolutely love that. It's just the coolest thing ever. So guys, let me know feedback. Feedback helps me bring to you what you want to learn about the most, and that's important because that's what this show's all about. That's what all of my work is, my classes, everything that I do, because we're working on that. We got some people that, we want to go in deeper. So we want to go in deeper. We've got to set time aside for the people that want to commit to that a little bit deeper. So that's what we're doing. So I just want to say thank you guys for sharing an experience with Metatron with me today. I loved it. I hope you enjoy it. And remember, go and grab archives or save a link to the archive. Download it however you receive the show so you can do this meditation more than, if you need a guidance. Once you've done it a few times, you don't need the guidance. But if you have missed part of this or you want to go back and do it again, that's how you can do it. And I just want to say thanks, guys, for being here with me today. Thanks for the whole thing. I feel fantastic. Wow. I do. I feel like just smiling a lot. And it's pretty cool. So thank you guys so much. This was just so fun. You guys are still going? Thank you too. All right, guys, I'm running out of time. I do have to go. But thank you. I wish you all the best and joyful celebration now in your new, lighter energy field thanks to Archangel Metatron and his wonderful sacred geometry tool, the Merkabah Cube. We will see you next time here on the Jenn Royster Show. Namaste. And Mercury.
You've been listening to the Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. Remember to tune in each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern Time on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. If you've missed any part of this show or any other show, visit www.JennRoyster.com and TransformationTalkRadio.com.